Hey guys, this is pretty exciting. I've been given some questions here, and it's all to do with our favourite rule in maths. So it's going to be hard not to do them all. I'll do a few, and then hopefully you get the idea, and I'll leave a few for you to do. But just in case I'll do it, I'll have more than one or two, because it's going to be so much fun anyway. Let's start with the first one. Keep it nice and simple. I'm feeling pretty generous. So what's it saying? It's actually simplify these expressions that involve surd. So here I've got x squared take 7. Divided by x plus root 7. And already I'm excited because look at that. A squared minus b squared. Now it may not be obvious because it doesn't have the squared there. So what have we been doing when we've been doing our completing the square? We were writing this as x squared minus the square root of 7 squared. Just like we were doing when we were doing our completing the square, and we had to change the number on the end into the right format. Now it's in the right format. I can make that x plus root 7 times x minus root 7 divided by x plus root 7. And what do you notice? There is, of course, a common factor there. Look at that. X plus root 7 on the top, x plus root 7 on the bottom. That's like 1 over 1. That's an equivalent fraction, isn't it? You remember you can always simplify as long as you're cancelling common factors. So I factorise the top. I've got common factors, and there's my final answer. X take root 7. Done. Nice and easy, isn't it? Let's pick another one out. Oh, D looks a bit more challenging. Let's have a go at D. I'll just do it over here. Why not? I've got room there. Let's have a go. Root 5x plus 3. That looks a bit ugly. What's it being divided by? It's being divided by 5x squared take 9. Okay, well, I see two terms on the bottom, separated by a minus sign, and it's got an x squared in it. I'm thinking what you're thinking, favourite rule in maths, but we better make sure it looks right. Here we go, root 5 times x plus 3. What are we dividing this by? Well, let's make it look like a perfect square. Now that squared only belongs to the x at the moment. We want it to be an entire term squared, so I'm going to make it root 5 times x all squared. And I'm sure if you check that, root 5 when I square it will give me 5, and x squared would be x squared, so it's still equal to the same thing, but it's in the nice form. And of course 9 is the same as 3 squared. Difference of two squares, favourite rule, time to celebrate. Root 5x plus root 3. Haven't done anything with that yet, but I'm about to. First term plus the second term, root 5x plus 3, root 5x minus 3. Lo and behold, I have a common factor. That's root 5x plus 3 times 1. So it can cancel with the factor down the bottom. And I am left with 1 over root 5x minus 3. Now, I have drilled into you that we would never leave an answer like that because it's got a surd in it, and we'd multiply by the conjugate, which would be root 5x plus 3, to eliminate the surd. But that would just get us back to the start, wouldn't it? Multiplying by the conjugate would actually get us back to the start. So we want, usually, the expression at the start, but this time they've said simplify it by eliminating the factor. So we'll forgive them for being rude to us, even though they really should be a bit more polite, and just leave it in that form with a nice rational denominator. Not to worry. G, H, or I. Oh, it's a tough call, isn't it? What about I do H, because I'm hungry? I'm actually not that hungry. I had a yummy dinner tonight, bit of Mexican. Hopefully you've all eaten something good too. Here we go though. Oh, I got to see the start of the rowing championships today. A lot of fun, the indoor rowing championships. I hope if you were competing, you went well. Here we go, x minus 3 all squared take 5 divided by x minus 3 minus root 5. That bottom looks hideous, doesn't it? But let's see if we can fix up the top. Those rowing championships, a lot of squealing and cheering going on. But a bit of fun, and it was nice watching the little race on the screen. It was kind of cool. All right, numerator can be factorised. It's our favourite rule in maths. Difference of two squares. I'm going to save a little bit of working here. You could do this if you wanted to in the exam. It would be fine. I'm just going to call that the square root of 5 squared. I can just make that adjustment all in one line. That's still the same thing. So then I would have x take 3 plus root 5 multiplied by x take 3 minus root 5, all divided by x take 3 take root 5. Wow, look at that. We have something that's going to cancel again. Common factor, x take 3 minus root 5, cancels out. And you've got your answer there. Let's just write it all neatly without all those extra things around it. It would just be x take 3 plus root 5. All done, finished. I've left you a few to do there, but hopefully that's okay. Keep the questions coming. It's really good to see people asking questions. It makes it easier for you to get help when you need it. It makes it easier for me because I know you're getting the help you need. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. Cheers.